Hello, welcome back to Flight Sim World. Thank you very much for joining me in this video. Today we are going to be looking at the latest DLC, or I say today, we're going to be looking at this latest DLC over the next few days, or over the next few episodes, should I say. So we're going to be looking at this one, the Spanish job. You've been given a job to ferry a PA-46 from Cardiff to Madrid for an eager customer. So this job, or this mission pack, is a sort of sequential mission pack. So you've got to do things in sequence, one after another. Each one's a leg. So you can see that there are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 legs. There are 7 legs to this, with a total time, and this is quite impressive, of, if you look at that, the total time there you are looking at is 1.5, 2 hours 10 minutes, 4 hours 10 minutes, 6 hours, 7 hours, about 7 hours 50 minutes, I think, if my maths is correct. 7 hours 50 minutes of flight time right there. That's a lot of flight time. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to start with the getting started, and we're going to split this over 2 videos. So I'll try and get 2 videos out of this in each around half an hour each. It says easy, so let's see exactly what happens. I have got head tracking up and running, so that might make things a little bit more difficult, but we will see. So today we'll have a video out when you're watching this today, and then in a few days' time we'll have the second video out, and then after that I'll continue doing the videos, and throughout the course of the next few weeks I'll have all the missions completed one at a time. I'll try and keep the videos to about a half hour each, so that will probably be, I think, best for everyone. So that's what you can expect. I think this video, I'll try and get this one maybe to be, if it says it's going to be 70 minutes, as you can see, I'm going to see if I can get this video to be, say, just over 30 minutes, and then I'll do the other video just over 30 minutes. So we'll try and do that. This DLC pack is currently £6.99 at the time that I'm recording this, so that is on the what's today's date? It's the 27th of March. So I'm recording this on the 27th of March. You're going to see it hopefully on the 28th of March. So it is currently £6.99. Normal price is £9.99. So which is interesting, and we're going to see if it's actually worth that money. So this is going to be an interesting one. I think what I'm excited about is I saw that it says it has ATC and all that. So I'm really quite interested in seeing how the ATC is. And
the PA-46 Malibu is waiting for me in Cardiff. I'll stop off at Welshpool on the way though. They have cheaper fuel there. I'll get the engine started and then take a look at the plan. Battery master on.
Is that me that has to do that? Possibly. So I'll do it myself. Right. Let's bring the head tracking online and start getting these things up and running. Battery master on.
Navigation lights on.
Navigation lights can come on.
Mixture full rich.
Mixture can go to full rich. Come on. Not prop control. Not prop control. Okay, I'm going to move the prop control up a bit so I can get to the mixture. No, come on.
Prop RPM full forward.
Prop RPM full. No. Oh. Prop RPM. Come on.
Okay.
There you go.
Key to start. Clear prop.
And the key. Come on. Why is that not starting? Why is that not starting? Oh, hold on, I know why. Give me some throttle. I'm going to end up flooding this engine. That's not starting correctly. Right, okay, I'm immediately going to go there to make it easier for me. Okay. That's not what I meant to press.
Temperatures and
there you
pressures go. On the green. Good engine start. Alternator on.
It wasn't a good engine start.
Okay.
There we go.
Let's fly east across the Irish Sea, entering Wales on the other side and crossing RAF Valley before descending to Welshpool. The weather conditions are good. That'll allow us to fly a good high altitude as we cross the sea. After departure, I'll have to remain below 2,000 feet initially to avoid the Belfast class D airspace. However, they may give me a clearance to climb into the airspace for the purposes of crossing the sea.
That makes sense to me.
Is already set up in COM 1. Frequency is 128.3. I'll be contacting Aldergrove approach after departure, frequency 128.5. I'll have to put that in standby.
Right, so we're looking for 1283 and 128.5. So we've got 1283. Let's tune in 1285. There we go.
Golf, Romeo, Victor, Tango Tango, Vans RV7 on the ramp, taxiing to runway 22.
All right. So yeah, like I said, the current price is what was it? £6.99. It's going to go up to £9.99. We're going to see if this is actually worth that price, because with the amount of stuff that's available on it, I do think it could be that this is the first DLC that I say that would be definitely worth the price, especially if they get this whole ATC setup done really, really nicely. I think that's going to be the telling feature here. Now, interestingly enough, I haven't been given any...
New Narge traffic, Golf, Tango Tango entering runway 22.
Can't see any traffic. My head tracking isn't working brilliantly.
Runway 22. I need to keep taxiing till I reach the runway for takeoff.
I can't see any traffic myself. This could be really interesting, I'll be honest. Let's try. I'm trying my best to get this sorted as best as I can. I've got all the trims and everything going. I mean, this could go horribly wrong very, very quickly, very easily.
Let's take off.
All right, I am ready to take off, so let's go for it.
Golf Tango Tango RV7 rolling runway 22 left.
Whoa!
After departure. In this area, I need to stay below 2,000 feet.
Come on, up in the air. There we go. Right, so we're going to turn left.
Let's start the left turn and get en route.
So we'll turn to the left now, as I am doing so.
Tango West departing the circuit to the southeast, switching to Aldergrove approach 128.5.
Switching over to 1285.
Golf Romeo Victor Tango Tango, request basic service.
Golf Romeo Victor Tango Tango, squawk 7045, passenger details.
7045, 7045. 5. Very difficult.
Squawk
there you go.
7045 at Golf.
But that's difficult with the head tracking, that doesn't work properly.
RV7, New Nards to Welsh Pool VFR, 2 miles southeast of Newton Ards, routing direct to Welsh Pool.
Golf Tango Tango, roger. You have a basic service. Remain clear of controlled airspace, Belfast QNH 1013.
1013.
Service of Belfast QNH 1013.
So I've got to stay below 2,000 feet for now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring that there now, and I'm going to see if I can get altitude hold on.
Golf Romeo Victor Tango Tango, you're in controlled airspace. Please descend. Remain at or below 2,000 feet.
Dang it.
Grove approach.
Problem. Golf Romeo Victor Tango Tango, apologies. Descending now. I was hoping that the altitude hold would help, but it apparently didn't. There you go. There's the altitude hold. Alright, let's continue where we're supposed to be going. So I think that's a heading of, did you say 150? This is a very finicky setup. There we go, we're roughly at 2,000 feet. Realistically, we should have our strobe lights on at this point. We should have our beacon lights on at this point. Not wigwags, sorry. Not that. And we should probably have our landing lights on. Though I don't think we would need that at this point in time. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to descend just a little lower. Maybe to 1,900 feet. Just in case. Alright, there we go. I think that's fairly alright. No, hold on. Stop. I'll switch that off. Let it descend ever so slightly, just with the trim. There we go. And then kick that in. See if that helps.
In this area, I can climb as high as 4,500 feet.
Right, okay. So let's get a climb on. 4,500 feet. So that means we're clear of, yes, I can see that we're clear of certain airspace. We're clear of the Class D airspace around. So let's get a climb going on very smoothly. Using the trim. I think this is going to be very interesting. Nice views. There we go. Climb is going. No, that's stopped the climb. Come on. This aircraft's an interesting one to trim. Let's actually power up. Not that much of a climb. Let's really power up this aircraft. We're going to have to reduce the mixture. We're going to have to lean the mixture, sorry, fairly soon. There we go. Let's climb up. I'd say let's climb to 4,000 feet. It's like a reasonable height to climb. So what's nice about this is it's starting to give us an idea as to what the ATC style may be like in Flight Sim World, and we know that they're working on ATC, and that's really important. So it's going to give us a really nice indication of what the ATC style is going to be like. And if the ATC style does end up quite like this, I'm going to be actually really happy. It's going to be something that no other flight simulator has ever had. Right. If that's 3.5. I'd like to stay clear of these clouds, so I tell you what, I'm going to settle up at around 3.7. Say 3.7. I think I'll settle up around 3.7. Or right there, actually, 3.650. Just want to stay below these clouds, that's why. At this point, I think I'll bring the mixture down a smidge. And the props down a smidge. Just for fueling purposes. There we go. Okay, so far it's a nice basic flight. Nothing too fancy, as you can see. Where's the view that I'm after? Have I completely lost that view? Oh, that's an easy way to get to engine controls. Fantastic. I must have missed that when I was looking at it when I was starting up. Right, so you can see there that the airspace that we are currently in and the navigation waypoint. Can I click that to bring it up? No, I can't. There was a way to do this, wasn't it? Let me just check. Not that. Control and... Is it Shift and 1? There we go, Shift and 1, right. So you can have a nice look at where we are. So we're just following that marker there. And if we were to zoom out, like so, you can see where we're headed. That's our destination. So we're sort of, as you can see, crossing between... we're crossing along the Irish Sea. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. And message, yeah, we're in airspace, we know this. When I was one, I kicked a drum over the Irish Sea. It landed on a pirate ship, and the pirate said to me... I don't know, do they sing that in schools in America? Perhaps not. This way, that way, frontwards, backwards, over the Irish Sea, a bottle of rum to fill my tum, and that's a life for me. Yeah, it's an old rhyme. I have no idea why you would kick a drum over the Irish Sea, and I want to know who'd have a kick so strong to, or knock it over this sea. It's crazy. I do like that. Look at that with the sun shining over the clouds. That's really nice. Really, really nice. It's lovely. Absolutely lovely. So it looks like for the next few minutes we are going to be travelling through this airspace right here, and then I think we're going to have to descend. I feel like we are going to have to descend at some point. So we're going to fill up fuel at Welshpool, as long as we cross our RAF Valley. So does that mean there are other aircraft in the air? I'm looking around. I mean, I'm trying to keep below the cloud base, just so for one particular reason, is that so you guys can see everything. Because as you can see, that cloud it's all right, but I don't want to be flying constantly in clouds. Interestingly enough, True Sky, I don't know, have they had an update? No, there's still a few odd-shaped clouds like that. But in a general sense, it does look better, and I think I mentioned this in the last video that I did. I said that True Sky does seem to, or tend to look, somewhat better as of late. Just having a look around. I've not had a chance to have a really good look at this aircraft, so that's a good time as any, isn't it? Right.
Now I can go as high as 7,500 feet.
Right, so we're going to climb to 7,500. I didn't hear ATC give us any instructions to go 7,500, but I guess we should get that climb up and running. Get ourselves a nice 500 foot per minute climb if possible. bring that mixture back just a little bit more, and that prop. That's a good climb speed, 500 foot per minute. So far, it's nice and smooth. It's a very nice route. I mean, I know it's over the Irish Sea, but you can see some islands out there, and we get to see the coast of England out in the distance, which is nice. We'll see what it's worth. I like the fact that we had ATC. It wasn't too difficult because the airspace doesn't seem to be all too populated right now. I would be expecting to hear the likes of Shamrock and what's the other one? Ryanair, so Aer Lingus and Ryanair going around, and I would expect to be hearing the likes of Speedbird and Virgin Atlantic, and what do Virgin Atlantic call themselves? I can't remember. Do they just call themselves Virgin? I don't think so. They have a very specific call sign, just like British Airways have Speedbird, but I would have expected to be able to hear them, but I'm not. So that's all. But it's all right. You know, it's maybe we'll get into busier airspace at some point. Maybe they're all out that side, which would make sense if they were going out that way. But I mean, I would expect aircraft to be flying over this side if they were coming out from Manchester, which is out that side, Birmingham, which is about there, I think, East Midlands, Liverpool, Leeds, Bradford, yeah, and then we've got, I think, Gatwick and Heathrow, they're all down that way. That is assuming I've got this correct. Actually, thinking about it, 1, 3, yeah, no, I'd say that's about right. And then Birmingham, and they're all moving more towards that side as we are heading on a heading of 151, as you can see. We've got a lovely climb going on here. This is probably the smoothest climb I have ever done. 500 foot per minute. Beautiful climb. My hands are completely off the controls here. And if you want to learn how to trim an aircraft for climbs like this, and how to do proper climbs, and how to understand the instruments and follow instructions and all that kind of stuff, do check out my series, The Ground Up Advanced Flight Tutorials. I have now 21 lessons on there. So there are 21 lessons for you to be looking at, and it covers everything from the 6-pack, which are these instruments in detail, to how to navigate, how to understand what frequencies are what, how to trim up an aircraft correctly for a climb, how to use autopilot procedures, and as of late also how to read charts, maps, and use them to safely bring an aircraft in and out of an airport and follow assigned routes for IFR flights. So if that interests you, please do go check out that series. It takes a lot of effort to make those series as well. So you'll hear me talk about Patreon and support on Patreon and that. And, you know, even for these series, it would be fantastic if you could do so. But obviously that isn't necessary. What I would like, though, is if you do enjoy these...
details to London information. Recall 124.6.
124.6, Golf Tango Tango. Goodbye.
124.6, Golf Tango Tango.
124. 124 point. It would be nice if I had that information beforehand. Point 6. 12. What was it? 12654.
London information, Golf Romeo Victor
there you go.
Tango Tango, request basic service.
Golf Romeo Victor Tango Tango, I've got your details. Score 1177, basic service QNH 1013, report 5 miles north of AIAA.
Squawk 1177, basic service. QNH 1013 will report 5 miles north of AA. 1. Oop. Yeah, I'm going to move to this, it'll be easier. And switch that off. 1177.
Squawk 1177, QNH 1013, Wilco, Golf Romeo Victor Tango Tango. Okay, so I need to be above 6,500 feet by the time I reach the coastline. That's where the area of intense aerial activity begins. From the coastline, I can also track directly to Welshpool using the Welshpool VOR. Frequency is 115.95.
Right, let's get that sorted. So we're above 6,500. As a matter of fact, I'm going to pop in altitude hold there and see if we can level out there. So we are above 6,500. I'm going to reset myself nicely on that, and I'm going to already tune in. I need to switch this off. We're going to tune in 115.905 on this, so we'll go 115.905. Again, if you want to understand how to use VORs and all that kind of stuff, all of that is covered in that tutorial series I was talking about. So that should, there you go. That's Whiskey Papa Lima. That's Welshpool VOR. Yep, airspace ahead less than 10 minutes. I am going to not that. Just going to turn our course ever so slightly. That's interesting that I can only select it on that. I can't select it on this. That's interesting. Very interesting. I must have done something wrong there. So by the time we reach the coastline, that's fine. So an area of intense aerial activity basically means lots of aircraft, not just planes. Sometimes it might be more than planes. There you go. You can see the coastline there. I am above 6,500 feet, so that's fantastic. And as you can see, if with the pressure altitude, I am at 6,600 feet. Now, technically, I should probably switch to standard barometric pressure at this point. That's what I should be doing. Oh, we're already at 29901. I need to switch at 29902. Which actually, QNH 1013 is standard barometric pressure. Just have a quick sip of water. There we go. So I do like the fact that we now have an active ATC, and it feels more like an ATC. So that's important. I think that's something that's really nice to have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably run this for another 5 minutes or so. Then I'll end the episode, and then in the next episode we'll continue along. So in the next 5 minutes we should be reaching the next airspace, which will be coming up on the coast of England. So hold on, if I switch modes here. Ah, yes, we could switch to a navigation mode. That's fine. Once we get onto the Welshpool VOR. So, ooh, what was that? Interesting. Let's not touch that. Oh, that's, yeah, I know what that is. Never mind. That's the whole magnetic correction thing. I was looking for a possible course selector, but I can't seem to find one. I assume maybe I have to switch modes and then switch course there? Perhaps? I'm not all too sure. Not all too sure at all. That's alright. We'll continue along as we go. Clearly we haven't picked up the radial for it. We've got plenty of fuel. 10 gallons or 9 gallons of it. So we're alright. I didn't check how much fuel. Bad bad show from me. I didn't check how much fuel we had before we took off. Let's bring head tracking back online. I didn't check, like I said, I didn't check how much fuel we had before we took off, which is a bad showing from me. I should have written down the amount of fuel that we had. Oops. It's me moving around in my seat. I also think if I did, oops, that, I'm just moving around my monitor a little bit as well, and with it the webcam that tracks everything. So if I did that, that might give us an easier time of it. Going into some more clouds. Both sides? Yes. Where's the sun? Just up there somewhere. There it is. It is nice. It is very nice. I'm just looking around, seeing what I can see. A sailor went to sea to see what he could see. And all that he could see was the bottom of the deep blue sea. Having all sorts of sea songs. So what's that other one they have? What's that other pirates one? They've got oh, I can't remember it. I think it's Irish as well. Yes, it is Irish. What should we do with the drunken sailor? I think that's Irish as well. Actually, if that's not Irish, it could be potentially West Country. Yeah, it could be potentially West Country, which is where we are headed. In fact, you can see land just out there. Give it a couple of more minutes and then I'll end this video. So in fact, I'll start doing my outro now. Hopefully ATC doesn't interrupt me. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Flight Sim World. If you're watching this on Twitch, please do give it a follow and a thumbs up. I don't actually know if thumbs up are available anymore, but if they are, please do give it a thumbs up and leave comments. There are comments boxes, so please do so. I would really appreciate that. If you can support me on Patreon, please do so as well. www.patreon.com/ecgadget. Even if it's just $1 a month, I would really appreciate that. Imagine every viewer of this video giving $1 a month for 6 months. If I get 300 people watching this video for 6 months, $300 in, that's just by $1 each. That makes a good living for me. It allows me to create more videos, and one of the things I want to do is buy a much better head tracking system. So the money will be saved up and going into something like that, as well as my day-to-day living. Aside from that, please do leave comments on YouTube as well, letting me know if you enjoyed this video. I'll be running as many of these as I can over the next few weeks, and I'll be looking at what's good and bad about this DLC. So far, I'm liking it. It's simple at the moment, but it's interesting in terms of we have ATC. Apart from that, do check out my series, The Ground Up Advanced Flight Tutorials, for all the lessons in learning all about aircraft, or all about how to fly aircraft, and a little bit of little tidbits of engineering in there. Thank you very much for watching once again. I really do appreciate you watching these videos, and I will see you guys next time in Flight Sim World, where we continue to look at the Spanish job.